remember?
Yes.
Okay. So last week we read a bunch of Dr. Seuss books. And in all those Dr. Seuss books, we learned that Dr. Seuss makes up a lot of the words he uses. A lot of the words are not real words in English. Yeah. He makes them up so that he can paint a picture in your mind, and you can think of your own definition for the words. It's a way of writing. It's Dr. Seuss's style of writing. So today we're going to keep talking about Dr. Seuss, and we are going to keep talking about recycling, which we have been studying in here as well. Yes, we're going to read the Lorax today. We read that last week. It's all about recycling and saving our earth. All right, before we begin, I want us to look at our vocabulary objectives today. Our vocabulary objective is to use the following words in our discussion when we talk to each other. Okay? So when I'm walking around the room today, I want to hear you guys using these 3 important words in your talking. Okay? So the first word I'm going to be listening for is recycle. Raise your hand if you can tell me, what is recycle? This was a spelling word. What is recycle, Claire?
To make something new from something old.
Good. It's when we use old things to make new things, right? Instead of just throwing it in the trash, we use old things so that we can make new things. And I have a picture to represent that for us so we can remember what it means. This is our recycle picture. Do you remember what this means? It means that all the old things start here and go to the middle to make new things. I'm just going to hang that on our board next to recycle so that you can remember. The next word that I am going to be listening for you to say in your discussions is natural resources. That's right. Emily, remind me, what is natural resources?
Water or wind, trees, and
Water, wind, trees, Andy. Air. Soil. What are all of these things? They are all natural resources, but why are they natural resources? Kevin?
But when the earth is out and when people is out and we already have these things, so it is natural resources.
You're right. They're all the things that we can find in the world already. People don't make them. They just exist in the world. And I have a picture of that to help us remember. That's not the picture, though. This is the picture. These are our natural resources. It has pictures of trees, picture of soil, pictures of animals. That's one that we didn't mention. Pictures of the air. All of these natural resources. I am going to hang this on our board so that we can remember what natural resources means. And the last word that I would like to listen for today in your discussions is pollution. That was another spelling word. What is pollution? What does that mean? Karen?
To make something dirty.
Yeah, it's to make something dirty. Is it to make the floor dirty?
No.
No. What is it to make dirty? Claire?
Natural resources.
To make our natural resources dirty. You are right. And how do we make our natural resources dirty? What are some things that we can do that make them so dirty? Let's hear from Evan.
Trash, smoke, and other bad things.
Trash, smoke, and other bad things. What do we do with the trash, the smoke, and the other bad things, Amy?
When you throw trash, you cannot throw in the ocean or water, or you will let the natural resources be dirty.
Exactly. It's when we throw the trash in the water or on the ground or when the smoke goes into the sky and it makes all of our natural resources very dirty. Can you talk a little louder? I can't hear you. Help her out. Help him out, Karen.
It's bad because the natural resources get polluted. We cannot have fresh things.
Yeah, we won't have fresh things if we pollute all of our natural resources, and we won't have as much to use. So the picture that I have for pollution is an earth that is very dirty. And it has lots of trash all around it and smoke all around it. So this is our picture to help us remember what pollution means. I'm going to hang that right on our board. So we are going to be using these 3 words in our discussions. All right? Next, I'm going to read the Lorax to you. And while I read it, I want you to just look at the pictures. And I want you to be thinking about what are the most important parts of this story? What are the most important things that happen in the Lorax story? Okay? Because our learning objective today for literature is to retell stories so that we can improve our reading comprehension. So, to retell a story, remember, is to say the most important things that happen in the story. Do we need to say all the details that happened in the story? No, that's a lot of information. We only need to tell the most important things that happen in the story. Monica, eyes up here, please. Thank you. So, now we are going to read the Lorax. And while we do that, just look at the pictures. Think about what are the most important things in this story. Okay, The Lorax by Dr. Seuss. We read this book last week, and we are going to read it again today. Reading a book many times helps us to improve our understanding of the book. When I see all of your beautiful eyes on me, we will begin. Are you okay, Andy? You don't need to get the pass because you are on crutches. Okay. At the far end of town, where the grickle grass grows, and the wind smells slow and sour when it blows, and no birds ever sing, excepting old crows, is the street of the lifted Lorax. Raise your hand if you can tell me one made-up word that Dr. Seuss used on this page. Monica. Grickle grass. What does grickle grass mean, do you think? Kevin.
A kind of grass.
A kind of grass? Do you think it's beautiful grass or ugly grass, Nicholas? Ugly grass, probably. Grickle grass doesn't sound very pretty. And looking at the picture, the grass doesn't look very pretty. So Dr. Seuss probably used that word to help us imagine what it looked like in our head. On the end of a rope, he lets down a tin pail. If you have to toss in 15 cents and a nail, and the shell of a great-great-great-grandfather's snail. That is such silly money. A snail, a nail, and a pail. What do all those things have in common? Claire?
Ale.
Ale. That means they? Rhyme. You're right. Dr. Seuss loves rhymes. Then he pulls up his pail and makes a most careful count to see if you've paid him the proper amount. Then he hides what you've paid him away in a snoove, his secret strange hole in his groovulous glove. Then he grunts, I will call you by whisper-ma-phone, for the secrets I tell are for your ears alone. Okay, under the trees I saw brown barbaloots frisking about in their barbaloot suits as they played in the shade and ate truffula fruits. So in this story, how does the story start? The boy paid to hear a story. Then what happened? The story began by saying that exist in this area. Let's keep reading. But those trees, oh, those trees, those truffula trees. All my life I've been searching for trees such as these. The touch of their tufts is this puffy part up here. The touch of those tufts was much softer than silk, and they had the sweet smell of fresh butterfly milk. Is butterfly milk real?
No.
No, it's not real, but Dr. Seuss wants to paint a picture in our mind. What do you think butterfly milk tastes like? Emily?
Milk.
You think it tastes like normal milk?
No.
Like milk from a cow?
No, it's better than a cow. A milk from a cow.
Better than a milk from a cow. And why do we think that it tastes better than milk from a cow? What makes us think that? Nicholas? Okay, yes. Because butterflies are beautiful. That is right. And so since butterflies are so beautiful, probably butterfly milk tastes better than cow milk. Good picture, Dr. Seuss. In no time at all, I had built a small shop. Then I chopped down a truffula tree with one chop. And with great skillful skill and with great speedy speed, I took the soft tuft and I knitted a thneed. You remember thneeds?
Yes.
That funny word we like to say?
It is a very hard word to read.
Thneed.
Knee.
Okay, are we ready?
Yes.
And the instant I finished, I heard a gazump. I looked